Hey everybody, this is Jason Jeffries for the Alliance Project, the Rebel Alliance. Jason Jeffries, Master Jace. You might know me from the League Project. Been on the John Moore Show a couple times. A couple of fans always want me to repeat that, so I kind of clear the point because I guess people could get easily confused. What I have here is an Egyptian scroll made on papyrus. It's authentic. I have the certificate of authenticity here. It's made from authentic Egyptian grown papyrus. Same properties of the ancient ones. Okay. I want to go ahead and we're going to go through some of these. I have there's a bunch of them. I'm going to go through the process and go ahead and get them and kind of share them with people because they're authentic, and I feel they even have the autograph on the back, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's authentic papyrus. It's grown and can be rolled. It's planted and made in a farm. For the Egyptian craft, has the same chemical and physical properties that the ancient Egyptian papyrus had. Same fibers, dark logenic cells, horizontal and vertical lines, the ability to be rolled in addition to long life. You can write on papyrus using watercolor, oil color, coal, and a typewriter. Okay. So we'll just kind of go over a simple couple points of papyrus and the idea of it a little bit. It's obviously better than paper, not as good as clay. Okay, it preserves things, but it also gives the ability for artistry to be found a little bit easier, like a quill moving across parchment. It only goes so fast, but it's beautiful and can be very much controlled. Nowadays, technology facilities are involved and interfered in every way of human life. Also, computer has been involved in production of artwork, ending in a non-spiritual and mute production of everyone. Basically, hold on, let me reread this to you. This is what came with it. I'm trying to give you the message from this company here. So it says, nowadays, technology facilities are involved and have interfered in every way in human life. Also, computer has been involved in production of artwork, ending in non-spiritual and mute production, and everyone helped in terminating the role of artists from their lives. From this point of view, the idea of manual production arose and the major effect of artistical work on the psychology of their lovers and satisfaction of their owners. Here was the problem of how manual production can be good enough for matching with the brains of the 21st century. And here was the solution. Highly qualified production by talented artists, high honesty in transferring the heritage and choosing the best of it, continuous research for reaching the standard resources. Choosing the pharaonic art production with the effect of this civilization and the international artists and its effects on all other human civilization. The papyrus, which was primarily used in the pharaonic civilization, was produced by the same techniques as this. The choice was made for the production material from the best international companies. The gouache colors was chosen from the Talon Douche International Co. and the art utensils from Rotring Ink Co. For all these reasons, combined with intermixed until the control of the Egyptian artists, we've produced you for this modest work. Basically, that's a rough translation from Egyptian, and that's why you have the translation. Right? Hey, there's my cool hat, guys. It has Death Star on it, stuff like that. I kind of wanted to show you that. But anyways, this right here, what I'm gonna kind of go over and show you how you can translate these things. This one it really resonated with me. And it probably will resonate with Christians, Egyptologists, alchemists, whatever your path may be that brought you here. But I want to share it. So let me try to get a good camera angle. right about there, I guess. And don't worry if it's a little shaky. I'm going to be reading for you, kind of giving you an idea. Okay, so the god Anubis leads Hunefer into the hall of justice, where his heart, in other words, his consciousness, is weighed against the feather of Mot, which is the symbol of order, justice, and truth. Okay, so Anubis checks the tongue of the balance, while the monster known as the Eater of the Dead looks on. The god Thoth records the results, and the god Horus then leads Hunefer towards the shrine in which the god Osiris sits upon the throne. Behind him are his two sisters, the goddess Isis and the goddess Nefertitis. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of look at it here and show you what's going on. So it's kind of backwards on my screen here. But all right, the larger beings are obviously gods. All right. Here is Thoth. Basically shown transcribing the results in the Hall of Records, the Halls of Amente. We have here our mortal man. After they've lived their life, and basically, if you guys ever watched The Gods of Egypt, this is the part where the woman was walking down that really long road, and essentially she gets at the end where Anubis needs gold, right? And that was the idea, the transition from just good deeds and everybody gets through the afterlife to the transition that they had to barter with gold. They had to die with gold. They had to have rings, trinkets, things like that. And if the balance was outweighed here with the feather of Mot, your consciousness, your karma, essentially, that was the original balance, but now it's with gold, okay? So that was the idea from that story when the whole transition happened. As I said, the smaller people were mortal men, larger are the Anunnaki. And there is, like I said, the great Thoth, the god Thoth. And if you notice that, he is, this creature right here, there's a lot of symbolism. He's waiting for it, kind of the results, if you will, the Eater of the Dead. Just waiting, watching, looking on. And what we're going to see here is, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So there's 10 people at the top and 4 gods depicted. 12 people at the bottom. Very, very, very symbolic. Like I said, it was the idea that everybody has to atone or pay for their sins. Same thing as do as thou wilt, right? Do what you want, do what you're going to do, but pay the consequences in the end. There's a lot of speculation on when, why, and what was going on, but if we read into the Anunnaki, we know that this transition of them having to pay gold to get into the afterlife essentially was an added part later, and if you can speculate your own reasons why. So very, very neat. I'm going to have a couple more of these. I'm going to go ahead and share them with you. I want to get you guys a closer look here. And if you'd like to, you guys could go ahead and further read these hieroglyphs, because all these have straightforward meanings, a key, and we could actually read a full story out of this, given your rough translation. As I said, these people at the top, they actually look more like royalty or gods. There's a council of 10 there, it appears. Each having colors and different symbols assigned to them. Different animals. One has an elongated skull, one has a bird skull, one has, round objects on its head. One has a serpent coming out of its head. One looks like a tree, maybe a tree of life, And, there's a lot of representation there. also got just a couple more authentic Egyptian artifacts. They're definitely not cheap, but they are authentic and they're certified. So, yeah, I'd like to share this. And if anybody else is maybe interested in these things, I could definitely introduce you to my dealer, or the person that helps me acquire these. She does her own business. She's a very, very smart lady. We actually hit it off talking about the Anunnaki out of nowhere. Just she's about, I don't know, 60 some, and I was surprised and amazed at the amount of wisdom she held. But yeah, I hope that there's my dogs on cue. Maya, stop. All right, if you guys look up the name Maya, you'll probably find some cool symbolism there too. But anyways, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Trying to do a little bit of different stuff. Yeah, just let me know what you think. And if anybody would like to learn how to depict these hieroglyphs and do a key, maybe try to do a word-for-word hieroglyph translation, that would be great. And we could do a deeper discussion. And I will go ahead and acquire more of these authentic papyrus hieroglyphs. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be uploading more videos this weekend. Cheers.